Good evening and welcome, race fans, to another edition of the Outcast Truck Series. This is week number 2, and we're here at Old Atlanta Motor Speedway. This is the 2008 version. iRacing recently came out with a graphics update, which you might notice. It looks phenomenal out here. The shading, the sun, it's setting. This is going to be a wild race. In the booth with me, as usual, my good buddy Adam Gladfelter. Adam, what's happening, brother?
Man, long work week. I'm so glad to be sitting down at the rig, about to call this race with you.
Man, I'm excited for tonight. These drivers put on one heck of a show last week at Daytona. And we'll go around here, take a look at some of these drivers. In the meantime, while we're looking at this, I want to go over a few things tonight. First, I want to give a big shout out to all the sponsors of the league. First, we'll start with H&W Wrap Designs. You can follow them on TikTok at H&W Wrap Designs. Tell them we sent you, and that way it shows what we're doing here is working for him. And then, as usual, the Georgia Mountain Fairgrounds. Go to www.georgiamountainfairgrounds.com and snoop around on their website. Tons to offer there. Looking for a vacation, camping, concerts, just you name it, they got it. ZZ Top coming to town here in a few weeks. And then also May 24th and 25th, that Hiawassee Pro Rodeo. And then, as usual, big shout out to Outcast, the Outcast crew, for putting these leagues on and taking us along for this ride and giving us the privilege of broadcasting these races for you. If you missed last week, let's go over and see how these drivers did. Maybe. I had it pulled up. Now I don't. Give me 1 second here. It was a wild ride last week at Daytona, both in the trucks and the Gen 4s. Gen 4s are on Thursday night. If you missed that, hey, that's something you don't want to miss. Those cars are a handful. What'd you think about that race, Adam?
Man, it was wild. Just looking at the side-by-side racing, the side drafting, the bump drafting, it was just absolutely wild.
Yeah, it was fun to watch. The drivers definitely had their hands full. But for the truck series, this is what we got last week. Matthew Montgomery, he won. Eric Johnson came in second, and Ronnie Hurst finished third. Those are going to be your top three in the point standings right now. Then Richard Keene, he's also tied for third. And then Brandon Brock is in fifth. Tied for sixth, you got Daniel Veerkamp and Brian Welchel. Eighth place, Anthony Bennett. Also tied with him is Joshua Yarbrough. I was speaking with him before the race, and he said one of his teachers back in the day said it sounded like a gangster pirate, Yarbrough. So that's pretty funny. Anyway, we got in 10th place, Charles Wilson. Jordan Bridges is in 11th. Mark Kazin is in 12th. Tied for 12th also, Michael Seymour. Michael Stevens is in 4th. Chase Stimpley, who's out tonight because he's sick, he's in 15th. Brian Zemer, he's also tied for 15th. 17th goes to Andrew Kuhn. Jamie Bolton is in 18th. Tied also along with him, Joe Brennan, Britt Osborne in 20th. 21st, Ronnie Welchel, sorry. Tim Fillmore's in 22nd. 23rd is, well, that guy doesn't count because he registered accidentally, but 24th, Zachary Tyler, and Grayson McKee is in 25th. So that's how your standings go at this time. And yeah, we're gonna be along for the ride. I want to talk about a highlighted driver tonight. Let me see, where's he at? Right here, Grayson McKee is going to be our highlighted driver of the evening. He's driving that 48 Ronald McDonald car. Matter of fact, his sponsor is the Ronald McDonald House Charities. He's from Shelby, North Carolina. He's he's 29 years old. Says he's been on iRacing for 15 plus years. His favorite tracks are Homestead, Dega, Daytona, and Kansas. I found this really interesting and kind of a good story here. Nice little storyline for you. So he doesn't really have for his shout outs in his shout out section. He's going to be racing this league in memory of his late girlfriend, Sydney Stockton, who sadly passed away in September of 2023. Well, man, I know that grieving process can be hard, and we wish you the best tonight. Hopefully you can put that 48 in victory lane. I am also reading on here. His hometown's listed as Shelby, North Carolina. However, he moved to Durham, North Carolina, a year after she had passed. I want to say is what that says. Let me double check that. Yes. Well, best of luck to you tonight, sir. We will have our eye on you all night long. Like I said, you are our highlighted driver of the evening. Here's somebody I don't think we seen last week. Travis Wright in the 13 Fast House Chevy. That looks really nice there. We got people in the chat already. Jason Kinzer, he said thank you for the broadcast. He's the 54 on the track tonight. Rezo Looting says, what up, Kinzer? And Jason Kinzer replied back with, what up? So we turned up some volume tonight, so hopefully you can hear these trucks a little bit better. And before we get into that, I made a little special anthem for you guys tonight for all you drivers out there that were in last week's races. Take a look at this. Well, we hope you enjoyed that. Next week, I should have some commercials ready to roll out for all these lovely sponsors out here. And if you yourself would like to get a sponsorship on this broadcast, reach out to me here, ZeroX Media Design on YouTube. Just drop a comment below and I'll send you a private message and we'll get everything squared away. That's the end of your practice session with Brendan Brock at the top of the list. And we'll see if he's got what it takes to keep that truck on the pole. Let's see who's going to be our first taker. Adam, what have you found out about info for tonight's race?
So, we got 3 sets of tires for tonight. Not a lot, but I think they're going to need it. You know, the track's not as hot as I've normally seen Atlanta. But I still think it's going to eat it. You know, this 2008 version is super fast and super abrasive. So 3 sets of tires are going to do them. And we also got 64% of fuel and no fast repairs.
Whew. Well, key there is going to be keeping that truck out of trouble. And with that bumpy the track is, it could get wild here. Take a look at how fast Michael Stevens is going around the track as he's the first one out there in this Toyota. Got the Outcast logo on the
Was
hood.
that my pick for the Gen 4 stuff?
I think it may have been. Yeah, he was fast. He was very fast.
Yeah, he was.
If that's the same driver, he drove on the outside past cars by himself. If you guys missed that race, go back and look at that on our channel Thursday. That was broadcasted on Thursday. That was a really, really fun race to call. Let's see who else is out here. Anthony Bennett just took the top spot. 31-2. Now Keene is going to take over. Richard Keene in that 29. Charles Wilson in the 57. He's back. He's an Army brat. 67 Tango. Wherever that hat is. Wherever the hat is. What to ask him about that? Jordan Bridges in the 45. He's currently second. Now drops back to fourth as Bennett, Wright, Keene swapping positions. Charles Wilson to the top of the board. 30.43. Lewis Park up in the mix. Got a lot of new names out here from last week.
Yeah, looks like they've been recruiting.
Yeah, man. It'll be fun to see a full field out here. Looking at Travis Wright in that 13 Fast House. I like that paint scheme. Brian Zemer out here, 55. He's got that signature chrome red.
Man, look at them colors pop.
Whew. Drew Kuhn out of Bowling Green, Kentucky. He's in that 21. Keep an eye on him tonight. He was fast the other night, or last week. Matthew Montgomery, your winner last week. I didn't get to him in time. He's off the track. And Brandon Brock. There we go. Ronnie Welchel with one of the league sponsors on their car, on that truck.
Hiawassee guy.
That's right. That's fun to say too. It's almost like karate. Hiawassee. No, I think it's. I think it's. What is he saying? I think it's like native.
Yeah, that's right.
Another new driver out here in the 51, Trenton Johnson. And that's a pretty good looking paint scheme too. I like the numbers on the side. There's your featured driver of the night, Grayson McKee. Thanks everybody for checking out the broadcast. If you haven't already, hit that subscription button. It's free and it helps us out a lot. Hit the like button. It also helps the algorithm, gets us out in front of more people. But yeah, man, we're going to have some fun tonight. It's going to be good. Mark Kazin at the top of the board right now. Grayson McKee, the only one out there at the moment. We'll go on board with him, maybe. I can do it in time.
Yeah, so far we've had 20 out of the 28 post a lap. So it looks like we got some fast guys from the Gen 4 stuff that's in the trucks tonight. And they haven't posted a lap, but they look pretty fast from their practice times.
Let's see if anybody else is going to come out here, if we're going to have people starting in the back. Let's take a look at this blimp view for now until we get more people on the track. Don't forget, everybody that's watching in the chat right now, if you got a favorite driver out here on the track during the race, anytime, you're not going to mess us up. Just throw a comment out there, and we'll see if we can shout you out.
No. Dustin, you know what I can't believe?
What's that?
These out of 28 or yeah, 28 guys, they let this guy on controller so far has posted the fastest lap.
Mark Kazen's on controller?
He is on controller.
What? I think he's
Now,
trolling.
now believe it or not, controller adds about 10 to 15 more horsepower. So
And if you got a sticker, it's even more than that.
that's right.
I had, when I first started sim racing, I had a Thrustmaster T300, and I got me a sticker plus 5 horsepower, and I used every bit of that extra 5%.
Oh yeah. Now if you're on a PlayStation controller, it's negative 15 horsepower.
Yeah, that's right. And I was gonna say the extra. I guess Mama always told me not to get a V8 because it had too much power, and that extra horsepower definitely didn't help me because I was spinning all over the place.
That's right.
Zachary Tyler in the chat says I'm on a mouse and keyboard. That's right. Me too. Right now. I
That's my preferred means of method is mouse and keyboard.
That's right. Ronnie Hurst out here on the track. Let's take a look. Oh, nice looking paint scheme there.
Very, very nice.
That's different. I gotta zoom in on that because does that say ICP on there? What's that say on that? Or TCP? I like that.
Well, you normally a sucker for black and gold.
That's right. Black, white, and gold. Those are my favorite colors there. I mean, actually, my favorite color is purple, but I can't really make a paint scheme that
Whoa, now we can
works
only
with
have
that.
one guy in here that likes purple, and
Hey,
that's me.
what?
Yeah, rock paper scissors for it.
1, 2, 3, scissors.
Oh, dang it!
Yeah, see? It says TCR. Zachary Tyler says TCR on there, I think. Yeah, it does say TCR. We are about done with qualifying. No, we got another person, Joshua Yarbrough, out there. Take a look at him.
Now he was at the top of the charts in practice, so let's see what he's got. Maybe he can knock Kazan off the pole.
We still got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 drivers that have yet to put a lap down. He's coming in hot. Just a reminder for pit road, drivers have to stay to the right until about 3 to 4 lengths away from their pit box, and then they can pull in. We'll see if we get anybody else out here. Any other takers?
Yeah, I doubt they will. We've got less than 30 seconds before qualifying's done, and looks like everybody's on pit road for the drivers meeting.
Andrew Kuhn, which I'm assuming is Drew Kuhn, is in the chat saying, "Don't get the 21 and 29 confused tonight. We are running a team paint scheme." All right, I'll have to take a look at that.
Oh, so Drew Kuhn and Mikey Keene, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Brandon Brock saying, "We ready?" Question mark. I'm ready. Are you ready? Let's light
Tonight's the
this
night.
candle.
Tonight's the night.
That's right.
These drivers are out for blood.
We're getting ready to grid up here, and that means one thing. Y'all know what it is. It's our favorite time. Once these drivers start gridding up, those of you new, you're in for a treat. As we like to do a little AC/DC with our starting grid. Tiffany Brennan in the chat says, "I'm here for the Welchels and the 79. Brennan, go daddy, little brother, and husband. Come on." Thanks for joining. We appreciate that. Zachary Tyler, don't get the 20 car confused with someone who can actually drive. A lot of smack talk going on tonight. It'll be interesting. Take it away, ACDC.
Man, oh man.
Here we go.
Words in motorsports, the star of Universal Pictures movie, I now pronounce you Chuck and Larry, Kevin James.
I just got three things to say. God bless our troops, God bless America, and gentlemen, start your
Your starting grid for tonight's race at Atlanta Motor Speedway. Mark Kazin takes the pole. Travis Wright in second. Brian Welchel in third. Joshua Yarbrough, he's in fourth. Fifth goes to Jordan Bridges. Sixth is Ronnie Hurst. Brian Zemer in seventh. Eighth is Rob Hartley. Ninth goes to Brandon Brock. Charles Wilson in 10th. Matthew Montgomery in 11th. 12th is going to Lewis Park. 13th is Zachary Tyler. Richard Keene in 14th. 15th goes to Trenton Johnson. 16th is Anthony Bennett. 17th is Ronnie Welchel. Drew Kuhn is in 18th. Britt Osborne in 19th. Jason Kinzer in 20th. 21st is Michael Stevens. And the featured driver in 22nd, Grayson McKee. 23rd goes to Eric Johnson. Cale Peterson in 24th. 25th goes to Fox Bolton. 26th, Joe Brennan. 27th, Terry Litweiler. And Tim Fillmore will round out the back of the field in 28th. Take a look at the track conditions. Pace car is off. I'll let Adam lead it. 79 on the
Green
track.
flag is out.
We almost needed another lap for tonight.
Yeah, that's right.
Man, that gets me pumped up. Should have started a little bit early. I got another couple comments in the chat here. I'm here watching my father Travis Wright race tonight.
Looks like the leader got a little loose.
It's 87 and Mark Kazin. It's going to put Brian Welchel out front.
Yeah, the top five are single file. Everybody else trying to figure it out. Looks like and they're wrecking. Fifth place, sixth place, tangled up. And they're still wrecking going into turn one. The track must be slick. What's that track conditions now, Dustin?
Let's take a look at it one more time, and then we'll go back and take a look at what happened there. 79 degrees on the track, 72 in the air. It's not terrible, but cold tires will have that same effect. All right, let's take a look.
Yeah, those cold tires. Yeah, those cold tires and those lower temperatures make for happy feet.
Jordan Bridges involved, Britt Osborne. Let's take a look here. See, we've got a couple to unpack here.
So that's Mark Kazin.
It's Britt Osborne in the 41.
Yeah, there we go.
And
I was thinking that was Kazin when he got loose.
And then we had Jordan Bridges involved in an incident. It's the 45. See Kazin on his inside. Bridges just looked like he may have come down, not knowing he was there. We'll have to get a better look at that.
Yeah, he drove up on his outside, and he's like, "Surprise, mother trucker."
Yeah, he was. Let's see. Take a look at this from the. Oh, hold on a second. I had the wrong camera. That's okay though.
Dustin, and your broadcast buddy, there is no wrong camera.
I'm trying over here. Yeah, there's a lot of buttons, man. Here, you take a look. Yeah, he just turns down on him a little bit.
Yeah, it looks like they were searching for the same real estate.
Fox Bolton involved too in that Costa truck. See what he saw. Sees the wreck up ahead, trying to check up. He might have been okay. No, he just, what happened there?
What
He just
is
got
a
tight.
world?
Really tight, stayed up to the wall. Oof.
Oh,
And then that's the other one. No fast repairs there.
yeah, he got trucked up.
Hold on 1 second, folks.
And looks like we have got one to go.
All right, now we're back here.
Lights on the pace car are off. Everybody's starting on that double file line. And you got my pick tonight. Well, I've got two. I got two picks. I can get two.
No, you don't get to.
Yes, I do. I get two.
All right.
All right. Tonight I got Brian Welchel,
Okay.
which he started 2 laps down in the Gen 4 stuff, come back to win it
And I
on
got
the
some
last lap pass.
bad news for you there.
What?
He got the win pulled from him because he passed below the yellow. You called it last race, and that's what happened.
Okay. Anyway, I got Brian Welchel and I got Steven Wilson.
Okay. There you go. So if you get two, I get two. I haven't figured it out yet, but I'm definitely going Mark Kazin in the 87. That's my first pick.
You've got to.
And then we'll go starter cam here in a second. There's a pace car's off.
Here we go. Look at Barney. Barney's ready.
Man.
Boom, boom, boom. Throw that green flag. Let's go. As Brian Welchel leaves them in the dust. And it looks like the top two going to be single filed out here, which helps them because third and fourth are side by side. Oh, we got fifth in the wall, and they got turned. And the yellow's out, and they're still wrecking. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 guys involved in that.
Wow.
And yes, Dustin, I can count.
I can count.
Although the education system here isn't too great, but
well, you can count on me waiting for you in the parking lot. No, I'm kidding.
that's right, sucker.
All right, here we go. Ronnie Hurst, he was involved. Let's go back, take a look and see what happened here.
Yeah, quite a bit to look at, too. There's 2 different wrecks. One in the front, which is that.
Hurst in the wall, gets upset. Ooh.
Oh, and there he is.
That's the 29.
Man, looks like he's auditioning for Stranger Things. He was in the Upside Down.
Yeah. Might have been the 21 here. Let's take a look. 21 in the back. That was the 21. Wow. I'll have to get a different view on this. Unfortunate for Drew Kuhn. Hopefully he doesn't have that much damage.
Look at that. The 21.
Back.
The 21 gets in trouble, and his teammate, which is just below him, gets by. Just by the hair of his chinny chin chin.
That's right. Whew, unfortunate there. That'll bring out our second yellow. Sorry. Let's go through the top 10. It's been a shaky ride so far in the beginning of this race. The 53 of Brian Welchel is in first. Joshua Yarbrough, he's there in second. Travis Wright, he's up to third. Mark Kazin, that's a nice looking truck, sorry. And he's in fourth. Brian Zemer is in fifth. Matthew Montgomery last week. He won last week here in the truck race. He's there in sixth. Rob Hartley in seventh. 8th is Zachary Tyler. Ronnie Welchel in 9th. And Richard Keene will round out the top 10.
And here we go. Looks like they're lining up again. Pace car's anxious. He's got the lights off.
And then I missed the chat here. Kaylin Lazaro in the chat. 13 right, supporting my man. All right, come on.
Uh-oh.
He's up in 4th
You go,
place
girl.
right now. Thanks for checking in with us.
She said Travis Wright.
Who'd you pick again?
Man, I got Brian Welchel and Steven Wilson.
That's right.
And look, they need to tighten this up a little bit, or they're going to go single file real quick. Brian Welchel, he's way out front already. Green flag's out, and he says, "Smell you later."
He gone.
He's already just about 10 car lengths away already. And Travis Wright, Travis Wright, he gets away. It's first and second, single file. Everybody else trying to figure out what to do. And they were almost 3 wide back there for 5th, 6th, and 7th. And they're tangled up, and we got somebody in the wall already. He saves it, though. Travis Wright getting looked on the inside by Joshua Yarborough. That outside may prevail, though, for Wright, and looks like it does for now.
Wright making a nice move on the inside. He's going to pick up that position for second. Now he's got his sights set on the 53 of Brian Welchel.
Oh yeah, he's eastbound and down, man. He's 2/10 faster than the leader right now. But Dustin, he was running that high line, and you know it eats tires up fairly quickly there, so he may be pretty loose at the end of this run if they do get a long green flag run.
That's a very good point, and we might see somebody like Brian Zemer back here in that 55. If he's doing a good job saving his tires, he might be able to drive all the way up there. So just all depends on.
Looks like somebody's on the track with a ghost car because it keeps disappearing and scaring people. He's right there on your stream there. He's on the high line of 3.
Is that the 89?
Yep, he's spooking people up there.
Fillmore. Taking a look at the 54, that's Jason Kinzer. Nice looking truck there. Got a 22. That's for all the soldiers out there. Do the 22 challenge.
And I'm watching this 13. Man, he's using some really good lines going into the corners. He's not staying behind the truck in front of him, Brian Welchel. He's kind of offset to the left just a little bit to kind of try to keep that air on that left front nose, which helps him turn. And he is eating Welchel's tail up right now.
Mm-hmm.
He's still running faster times, and he is side by side with Welchel right now.
Go back up front, take a look. Brian Welchel battling for the lead here.
Yeah, you got double foul for first to fourth.
We got action everywhere.
In the top 5, they are 3 seconds ahead.
Tiffany in the chat still saying go, Brian. Come on. Oh, big move there by Montgomery. He's going to look on the inside. He's going to battle for second. He's going to take that spot here directly.
Looks like Brian Welchel not too comfortable with that outside line. He went a little bit slower than he has been on the inside or on the bottom of the track. Just trying to be conservative.
I really like Brian's paint job there. It looks really nice. I like that blue chrome. Not a huge fan of the full throttle energy drinks, but to each their own.
And it looks like we got Matthew Montgomery to the rear quarter panel of the 13.
Side by side up front.
Looks like Welcher's just a little bit too tight.
One heck of a
Especially
battle.
now.
They're coming up into some lap traffic also, so that'll be interesting to see how it goes. We're going to take a look at the drone cam so we can catch all this action real quick. Tiffany Bennett says,
coming up
don't
on the
touch
41.
my brother. That's right. Get out here, show them how it's done, and tell them, let them know.
Ooh, nice little arrow block by the 13 to the 12.
Travis
And the
Wright.
13 washes up a little bit, yeah, which gives the 12 very nice momentum on the exit of 2.
Huge run.
Side by side, they go into 3. And I think the 13 may prevail on the exit with the exit speed coming off the top of the top of 4. He does, and he clears him for now.
On board
And
with
look like we're
Joshua
on
Yarbrough.
board, yeah. He's got the preferred line. He's going to have a ton of speed coming out of this corner, and he's not going to do anything with it. He's just going to give a bump to the 13. As they're still coming up on light traffic, the 41. The 41 still has a lot of pace, but it's going to be a lap or two before they get to him.
Tight battle going on up front here. This is amazing. The 77 and the 13. Neither one wanting to give up that
Oh, the
spot.
13. 13 gets
washes
really
up.
tight on entry. That's what happens when these trucks are to your outside that close together. Oh, the 13 goes up to do a little arrow block on the 12. Doesn't work. 12 still gets to his outside.
That's going to open it up. I'd like to go back and take a look in the back of the field. We just got such an incredible battle going on up front here.
Well, with these guys battling side by side like this in the front, that pack that was 3 seconds back are less than 3 now. They're coming.
Now you got Zachary Tyler looking to battle and put the pressure on Brian Welchel there, or B. Welchel.
And here they go. Oh, looks like we got the leader in the outside wall just a little bit. He just did a, what one of our co-drivers at ZeroX like to say, wall kissy.
Little wall slappies.
Oh, that's what it was. Sorry, some friend I am.
That's okay. I don't really pay attention when Derek's talking either.
No, well,
Nah, I'm just kidding. I know he's probably out there watching right now.
well,
13
they're coming
came
up on the.
and ran out of talent, says Rezo Lutink. Sorry if I'm getting your name wrong there.
They're coming up the lap one of my picks right now, but he's got damage from one of those wrecks.
Oh, and he's in the wall.
Oh,
That's going to mess up the 13.
That's scary. That messed up everybody. Well, at least their pants.
25 laps into this 85 lap race. Be interested to see when these drivers will have to come down and make a pit stop. Look like we got some moves happening back here. A 46.
They're still shuffling the 6 through traffic right now.
Battling the 29 of Keene, sorry.
I think those guys pushed it really hard there at the beginning because they are backing up to this field. and quickly.
Treat in the chat says, "Sup, fellas? What's up, Treat?"
What's up, my boy? Or however he says it, my boy. Yeah, there it is.
That's it. That's the one. Tight battle here.
Yep,
Zachary
everybody's
Tyler
single
in the
file
20,
now.
looking good. He's making up some good time. Let's see who the fastest is on track at the moment.
It looks like it is Brandon Brock. By just a little bit.
He's in that 3 car.
That 13's not giving up. Like I said earlier on, tonight's the night. These guys are out for blood. They're pushing these trucks really, really hard. I'm seeing some guys in here may have pushed it a little too hard because they're really, really tight going into entry.
Oh, you see the 54 almost step out there. Car on the outside, truck on the outside. It's the thing about these trucks. They got that big old wing there. You get another truck on the outside, it'll take the air right off that spoiler, and it will send them all the way around.
Still got a nice battle up front between the 12 and the 77. 13's kind of dropped off just a little bit, backing up to the 55.
Yarbrough looking for the lead here. Putting the pressure on last week's winner, Matthew Montgomery, in that 12 car. Truck, sorry. I'm going to mess that up about 1,000 times tonight, just so you all know. 23 people in the live stream right here. Thank you so much. It means a lot to us.
And Brian Zemer, he's had the last 4 laps, he's been the fastest on track, and he's making moves. He's already up to 3rd. Oh, the 13 gives him a little bump in the left rear quarter panel.
Got Brian Zemer in that 55. That's what I was saying earlier. He was kind of in the back just biding his time, and now he's making moves all the way up to 3rd place now. Taking advantage of some of these drivers that may have overdriven their tires right off the rip. See, he's still able to hold it down low.
Oh yeah, he's moving. He's about a 10th quicker than the leaders. He'll be up there in no time. Got
Joe
some action
Brennan
about
also
6,
pretty
6
fast
and
right
7.
now. He's in that 79 right there. Let's say Brian Zemer is still the fastest on the track.
Yeah, he's still moving. And we got the 13.
He was almost 0.2 faster on that last lap. Let's see how he did this lap. Almost 0.2 faster.
13 is on pit road all by himself.
He might have not been able to hold on to that truck any longer, or maybe this is the fuel.
Yep, this is the
strategy.
fuel. Everybody's calling it. But the 13, he broke first. Everybody else is following.
It's going to take, look like maybe 4 tires, at least right sides there. Yep.
He's grabbing lifts too.
Joshua Yarbrough, he's also on pit road now. That leaves Montgomery out front still. He might try for a later strategy. Richard Keene back here. He's going to take the lead whenever Montgomery comes to pit. Currently sitting in second.
Montgomery's coming this time.
And there's so much action here, Adam. Like, I'm getting notifications on my watch for my heart rate. Like, it's a good thing I'm not out there right now.
You better watch it. You're at that age where you need to get everything checked.
Phooey. Brandon Brock there in second place. And then tonight.
Oh, we got a spinner coming off pit road. In the grass he goes. He saves it.
I can't
The
find
46. The 46.
Rob Hartley.
Man, he lost a ton of time.
Featured driver tonight, Grayson McKee out front. At least until the pit cycle. Brandon Brock behind him and Eric Johnson following. Not too far behind Jason Kinzer.
The
Anthony
46 wishing
Bennett.
we would. The 46 wishing we didn't see that, buddy. We see it all.
You see more than I do. I'm pressing buttons and
Well, I'm in blimp mode. I like watching all the guys. That didn't sound right, Dustin. Please
Hey,
forgive me.
That's okay. I wasn't going to say nothing.
Okay, good.
We know
Better
what you
not.
meant. It's a family-friendly show here. Brandon Brock, he's going to take the lead. I'm not sure if these drivers get bonus points or not for leading laps, but if so, he just picked himself up one. We're gonna
Yes, he did. As he's going to pit road now.
Grayson McKee, he's going to be coming down pit road as well. Anthony Bennett following in. The 54, Jason Kinzer.
All right, we've got just a handful of guys left.
I think we still need Brock
haven't
and Johnson to pit. And
Yep, Brock called it out. Yep, Brock called
he's
it out,
coming in.
and
Ooh,
the
just
71.
a little squarely there. Race off pit road here between the 7 and the 54. Bennett and Kinzer.
Man, as slick as it is, Dustin, I'm just finding it hard to believe it's in the 70s for track temperature.
Well, iRacing did have a new update, and I don't know. They may have updated the tires as well. We see Eric Johnson pull off. He's coming down pit road this time.
All right, so let's see who's going to consume the lead as everything shuffles back to where it's
Joshua
supposed to be.
Yarbrough should be pulling that up. He's going to be followed by Brian Ziemer
Yep,
and Matthew
there we
Montgomery.
go. And he's way out there.
Brian Welchel lost quite a few spots there, but I think he pitted a little bit later, so maybe he'll have a little bit better tires on this longer run.
Oh, got another guy in the grass going into turn 3 underneath Yarbrough. '77 with a over a 2-second lead on these guys. Boy, he had a phenomenal pit stop. Got in on pit road just perfectly.
Dale Peterson down pit road. I wonder if he got like a black flag, or is this his pit stop? Not 100% sure here.
Yep, that's his pit stop right now.
Take a look at that truck. That's pretty sweet right there. That's Terry Litweiler in that red 71. He's currently a lap down. He's probably hoping for a caution right here. Get the lucky dog.
Oh yeah, the guys in this league, Dustin, man, they've got some incredible looking paint schemes. I wonder who's making those.
79 of Joe Yarbrough, and I'll tell you who's making most of those. That's going to be H&W Wrap Designs, one of the league sponsors here. You can go over, follow them on Twitch. Another sponsor, give us time to talk about it, is, let me see here. Let me find the right camera angle for this. Ronnie Welchel driving the Georgia Mountain Fairgrounds truck. That's another league sponsor right there. You can go over to their website. Like I said, few ZZ Top tickets left. You got the rodeo May 24th, 25th. Man, a lot of stuff to do over there, it seems like. I've been browsing around that website, and there's just so much to do on that website. Go check it out for yourself, www.georgiamountainfairgrounds.com.
Yeah, we were close to there last year when we went up to have dinner with you up in Illinois. We went back down through Chattanooga and all that. We were really close to Hiawassee. I think we might make a mission to go there this year.
Yeah, might have to stop on in there, see what they got to offer. Tiffany Brennan, I love the Georgia Mountain Fair and Hiawassee. It's awesome. Yeah, this is my first time hearing about it with this league, and I'm interested in checking it out. I don't mind doing some camping, so I might try to look into doing some camping there and seeing what they have to offer.
And looks like Casper the Friendly Ghost, also known as Tim Fillmore, is out here scaring people with his blinking. As the leader went by him, he went, "Ghost!"
That's like 89 right there, a good looking paint scheme. That was another thing they introduced this this update for iRacing is cars with a poor connection will ghost out or get sent back to pit road until they can solve their problems.
Well, I don't think Barney packed that flag this time.
Tiffany in the chat saying a lot of good concerts at Georgia Mountain Fairgrounds. Yeah, I seen they got ZZ Top, Travis Tritt. Like, man, there's a few other ones on that website too.
Yeah, we'll be there at the end of July. I'm gonna check out and see what they've got. We might just make a trip.
Grayson McKee looking to gain a position here over the 54 of Jason Kinzer.
And we've got everybody spread out all over the track. We've got cars in 1 and 2, 3 and 4, backstretch, front stretch, pits. Got it all. Oh, nice.
And he will make
cam.
He will make that pass there. We got Keene and Wright battling for position. Looks like Keene just took over the spot. Richard Keene at 79, just past the 13th. The 13 of Travis Wright.
Not a lot of action. These guys are just trying to strategize. Got 34 laps to go.
It's gonna
those
be
those green flag pit stops really offset this field.
It's gonna be all strategy. Let's take you through the field here, and start up front with the man out front. That's Josh Yarbrough. He's out to almost a 2-second lead here.
Yarbrough.
Arr. Tiffany Brennan in the chat still. Daddy, I know you ain't gonna let your son-in-law beat you. That's what I'm saying.
And I'm guessing she's talking about the Welchels.
Right, because
Mr. Ronnie's 3 laps down right now, running in the 17th spot. And you've got Brian Welchel in 13th. But of course, he's 17 and a half seconds back from the leader.
Matthew Montgomery, he's there in second place. He's about to get some pressure from the 55 of Brian Zimmer, who sits in third. Zimmer, sorry. Richard Keene in fourth place.
It's not going to be too much longer, Dustin. We're going to see Matt Montgomery and Brian Zimmer start challenging for this lead from the 77.
Travis Wright, he's around a lap car at the moment. And then back here, Brandon Brock. He's in sixth place. Rob Hartley being shown in seventh at the moment, trying to get up there to Brock.
Hey, 7th place is not bad. That's the truck I was telling you earlier that kind of slid the truck off of the exit of pit road. So rallying back to 7th, not bad at all.
Not at all. He might have his hands full here in a moment with Zachary Tyler back in eighth. Tonight's featured driver is sitting in ninth currently, Grayson McKee.
Yeah, and he started in the back.
Yeah, he's up 13 spots. He's one of the biggest movers. Tied as a biggest mover is Eric Johnson. He's in 10th. Jason Kinzer is currently sitting in 11th place.
Very nice looking truck scheme. The Mission 22.
Anthony Bennett is in 7th. Brian Welchel, he's falling back. He's down 10 spots. He's in 13th. Lewis Park, he's back 2 spots. He's in 14th. 15th is Joe Brennan. He's in 15th. I think I said that. Terry Litweiler, he's up 11 spots to 16th. He's a lap down. Now all these other cars are laps down. Ronnie Welchel.
No, Ronnie. 3 laps down.
Cale Peterson.
He must have had some problems.
In the 99, he's laps down. 4 laps down. 51 of Trenton Johnson. He's currently on pit road. I don't know what's going on there. Mark Kazin, he's fallen way off, and he's 11 laps down. What happened to him? There goes my pick. Britt Osborne.
Dustin, you know what I'm hearing?
What's that?
Doo-doo, doo-doo, doo-doo. Oh, the 77 really loose off the exit as they were about to take the lead from him.
Drew Kuhn in 23rd. Fox Bolton in 24th. He's pit lane here. Tim Fillmore also on pit lane. Jordan Bridges as well. Ronnie Hurst. Charles Wilson. All those guys out of the race currently. And we're back up front taking a look at this. Matthew Montgomery. He's trying to get around the lap cars here. Montgomery ran down Yarbrough from that pit stop.
Yeah,
And now he's
Yarbrough. Yeah, Yarbrough got really, really loose off the exit, and I mean they caught him anyway. Regardless, they were a tenth and a half faster. Well, 12 and the 55 are they're gone.
Brian Welchel making a pass. He's back there in 12th place now because Wright just went down pit road. Wonder if that's a strategy because there's only 25 laps left. And see if he can
Man, I
get
think they're
on
going to have
off
to pit
first.
again, Dustin. Twelve's kind of pulled away from the 55 just a little bit. About a second. Oh, 55 is pitting. Second place. Good strategy call, I think. Go ahead and short pit these leaders just by a lap or two. Let's see what the 12 and the 77 does. Do they counter move? They do. They do counter move. The 12's coming in. Good call by the 12. 77. 77 seems like he's...
Montgomery was pushing that high line on that last lap there. Got a little bit loose
Yeah, he was.
on the high line. So maybe his tires are done. Now he's pitting with, he's going to have 21 to go after he comes out of this pit stop. Said last
41 to go.
Here.
I'd be pushing really, really hard. .77 calling a pit. So that will be the leaders right there. The only way these guys back here are going to catch those leaders is by this last little pit strategy.
Richard Keene and Brandon Brock out front battling for the top spot. So give us a moment to talk about, remember, Thursday night, we come back here with the Outcast series right here on ZeroX Media and Design, and we will be broadcasting same track, different car.
Oh,
There will be a call.
oh, the yellow's out. The 77 of Josh Yarbrough just spun on the exit of pits,
Oh,
went up on the track, and caused a caution.
I'll have to go back and take a look at that real quick.
Like I said, we see everything.
I kind of see everything. Not really. Here we go.
Well, that's what you got. That's what you got me for.
That's right.
I'm the labor hand.
See 77 here coming out of pits, like Adam was saying.
Turn around.
It makes
Tell
me
me what you
wonder if he
see.
just shifted and then it just snapped on him. That's what it looked like. But I know it's tricky getting off these, especially on fresh tires. It can be very tricky. Let's take a
Well,
look at
that
it from
is
inside the car.
really, really unfortunate. There he goes. He shifts. Oop, and around we go. He was hard on the brakes too, but man, it's just so flat down there.
That's a timely caution there for Eric Johnson.
Man, we've got some guys up here. Yeah, Eric Johnson, Rob Hartley, Jason
see.
Kinzer, Brian Welcher, Lewis Park.
We'll see how this all
Those guys
shakes
can be
out.
on some freshies. They're gonna be on some freshies.
I think that's what some of the strategy was for some of these drivers here. Staying out as long as they can, hoping for that yellow.
Well,
They
that's
were
what I
able
said.
to
They
get
they
it.
needed a strategy, and that was it.
That's still got Matthew Montgomery out front. Now Brandon Brock in second. Richard Keene in third. Showing Eric Johnson there in fourth. Brian Zemer in fifth. Brian Welchel back to fifth. Rob Hartley currently being scored in seventh place. A couple other cars on pit lane. We'll go through it once everybody gets back out here. I think the 7 and the 77, are they going to take a wave around?
Yes, they are. They're waiting for iRacing to give that one to green. which should be now. All right, and they are getting their wave around.
That's going to shake things up because when we go back green, we're only going to have 16 laps remaining in this race. It's going to be a wild finish.
Our highlighted driver was waiting for that wave around, and let me guess, he got it, and he's loving it.
That's right. Adam coming through with the analogies tonight.
You better believe it.
I really think I'm going to start introducing a segment of like dad joke of the week. I don't have one for this week, but I think next time I'm going to do that. Or if anybody in the chat, you got a dad joke you want to throw out there for me, I'll read it. Especially on these tracks where you just get a lot, it's all strategy. Like, still a lot of racing going on. It's just hard to keep up with all the passes once they get single filed out.
Dad jokes. Okay, I got one for you, Dustin.
It better be clean.
It is clean. It is clean. Hey, do you know when we're born we have 4 kidneys?
No.
And well, when we grow up we've got 2 adult knees.
There you go. That's what I'm talking about.
That's all I got, buddy. That's all I got.
I like hitting my daughter with dad jokes. She's like, come on. Timmy in the chat, thanks ZeroX Media for the broadcast. Man, anytime, man. It's our pleasure. We like doing this. It's happy to be along for this ride here. Let's see here. I think the pace car lights are off. We're getting ready to do it again. Timmy,
They are.
what car are you out here on the track, brother? Yeah.
Oh, somebody got turned.
Uh-oh.
Somebody got turned.
Kale Peterson turned.
Not going.
We have extended the green
Michael
flag.
Stevens.
We've got a parking lot in turn 4. I don't know if they're doing a benefit car wash or what, but bunch of guys in line back there.
What happened here? Oh, he just wasn't paying attention.
Nope.
Oh, it'd be like that sometimes, I guess.
And here we go. We're waiting in line at the coffee shop.
Okay. Yeah, I gotta say I've done that before. He's the 89. He had to pull
His wheel
out.
disconnected.
Tim Fillmore, that's who it is in the chat. He's he had to pull out because of connection issues. Well, that's unfortunate, man. I appreciate you checking in the broadcast, though. It's fun broadcasting for all you drivers out here.
All right, let's try this again.
So I will be going around the track with the cameras. Adam's going to have the call-outs on the first lap. He'll have the better view. Oh, I'm not even
Pace
live.
car's off.
My bad. I'm
Here
not
we
even
go
live.
to the restart zone. Oh, the 12 gets a nice jump on Brock. He's gone. We've seen that pattern all night where the leader just set sail.
Yeah,
He's
but
about
is it
6
too
car
early?
lengths. Yeah, well, you know, these guys got fresh tires, so I don't think it's too early. You're really going to have to push hard. I think you've got to give it all she's got, Captain. You got to leave nothing on the table right here.
And that's what they're doing. The three's pushing it really high there.
Yeah, he's in the wall. We've got some guys sideways back there behind him. Looks like the 46. Yeah, Brock, he lost a bunch of spots. But the 12 is prevailing right now. Looks like Eric Johnson in the 18 is going to look on the inside of the 29 of Mikey Keene, as they are door to door.
That high line just a little bit faster off the exit.
Yeah, it is. Loose but fast.
Tiffany in the
Someone could
chat
just start finish
says, all right, Brian, you've got this. And then Timmy also said, it took a lot of damage in the first caution and went 3 laps down, hoping for a better next week. That's right. Well, let's see. Where are we going next week?
Ryan Welcher, he's got the speed. He's just, man, is he really, really tight.
Yeah, and he's got
just
some
having
good
a hard
drivers
time
in
trying to
front of
set
him
this.
here.
Yeah, he's trying to set this pass up, and the 18 keeps taking his line, and now they're side by side in front of him, which is not going to make it any easier.
Oh, and these drivers next week will have their hands full as they're going to Richmond.
Whew.
That's a short track.
And a challenging one, especially after the recent update for the trucks. Man, are they loosey-goosey.
Because there's a big bump coming out of 4, and if you hit that wrong, that'll upset the car really, really bad. Truck, car. You know what I'm saying. Richard Mikey Keene in second. Johnson looking to take that away from him. He's just lining him up.
Just don't know if he's got enough, man. That 29 he's on defense. That's exactly what he's on defense. The 12, he's on offense. He's just trying to get away from these guys, which when they go side by side, it only helps the 12. See that 29, when the 18 goes to the bottom, 29 goes to the bottom. When the 18 goes to the top, 29 goes to the top. He's just mirror driving.
Yeah, he's taking the air right off the nose. Or it's like, yeah, taking the air off the nose and preventing any run right here. Let's see what Johnson will do here in this turn.
Oh, here we go.
He's going to have the inside.
Just kind of fakes him out, but I don't think he's got enough to get to him.
I don't think
he's to his quarter panel now. He's pushing it really, really hard.
May be able to.
Oh, yeah, he's got nothing. He's got nothing.
Welchel right behind him. He's looking at all this. He's got it. He's going to look to the high side.
So when the 18 tried to do that little crossover there, the 29 stayed in the middle groove, which killed the exit run off turn 2 for the 18.
Oh, he gets in there deep. He had to get on the brake a little bit.
Well, the 18, the reason that happened, Dustin, the 18 backed his corner up to try to get a good run on the exit. And he is to the quarter panel going into 3. It's just too tight. Just too tight. He's just not going to have that run off. And it's not that the 29's running him dirty. He's just very methodical with his moves. He's making the right moves at the right moment.
5 to go. 4 at the line. Last week's winner, Montgomery, he's currently in the lead. Can he have a repeat? Action's picking up here up front. I don't want to step away from this because we have a battle here with 5 to go.
And the 18's going to try the high side this time. He's going to have a run, but will he be able to do anything with it?
Might not have any room. Here, he's crossing over.
There he goes. He's trying.
He's going to have the door.
He's gonna be too tight. Man, the 12 is really backing up to these guys now.
if Johnson has anything left on those tires here on this entry, he may be able to pull it off here on the exit.
I don't know. He may get a little loose here. He's at the bottom.
He's pushing that really
Yeah, he's a
hard
little
there.
loose. He had to drive it up the track to try to catch the rear.
Catching some side draft.
Man, they have caught this 12. They're really, really pushing. 18 just cannot clear him. 2 to go.
Well,
Man, you
Joel,
could
he's
throw a
looking to get up in
blanket.
there.
You could throw a blanket over these cars.
Putting on one heck of a show, just like last week. No green, white, checkered last week. Straight to the finish, straight to business.
Welch thought about trying to push it 3 wide. He backs off, though, which really kills his run.
A white
flag
flag's
is
in
out.
the air. Now it's down to brass tacks on this last lap. The 29 of Richard Kane looking for a last lap pass. Has he been saving his hand? Now he's
29
trying to
really
show it.
pushing
Here we
hard
go.
in there. I
Front.
don't think they've got enough real estate
He's
gained
going to
up
have
on
to
that
send
12.
it and hold it.
Lick that stamp and send it, baby.
I don't think he's going to
Got
have
nothing
what it
for the
takes.
12.
Checkered flag is waving, and Matthew Montgomery's going to take your checkered flag. That was close at the end with Keene and Johnson. Currently showing Keene getting second, Johnson in third, Welchel in fourth. That's Brian Welchel. Yeah. Brandon Brock in fifth. Travis Wright in sixth. Seventh, Josh Yarbrough. Brian Zimmer in eighth. Grayson McKee in ninth. Anthony Bennett, it will round out your top 10. Showing a little door love there to Montgomery. He's got to be pumped up. Let me make sure that he won that race last week. I'm pretty sure he did. He's going to come out here and burn him down one time for y'all. Tiffany says, good race, boys. Thanks for watching, Tiffany. We really appreciate that. We're going to get these drivers in here in a moment and get an interview. Samuel Bridges says, back-to-back Matt. That could be his nickname for the season. That's right. He won last week. Johnson got second last week. Hurst got third. And Richard Keene got fourth last week. So,
Yep, looks like Matt Montgomery. He is the Matt Stir.
that's right. All right. Who we going to get in here with us first? Let's go
Looks like
with
it'll be Eric Johnson.
Eric Johnson. I'm going to go back here.
All right.
Oh, no one's hostile, but we just don't want a bunch of
Hey,
arguing and pointing fingers over the radio.
there we go.
Hey, what's up, brother?
Hey, man, we got Eric Johnson in there with us. Third place finisher for tonight. You're in the booth with Adam and myself. Man, that was a wild run there. Late caution helped you out to get you up in position to fight for the win there. Looked like you had your hands full with the 29. Take us through the last 10 laps.
Yeah, no, we were playing the long game there. We stayed out, ran it out on both stints. We got behind on the track, but we were ahead with tires a little bit. Caution definitely helped us, let us close the gap for 3 there. I was definitely a little faster than Mikey, but as you can see, it's hard to complete a pass when someone's hanging on your outside. You just can't quite get enough grip off the bottom. But that was a good battle right there. That was some good hard racing, and I mean that's what I'm here for.
It's very entertaining to watch. I know the people at home were enjoying it just as much as Adam and I were in the booth. Man, yeah. How much fuel did you guys have tonight in these? How many laps?
In the trucks we run 64% fuel, and I want to say the pit window was, I think you had right about 30, depending on how hard you were running.
Well, yeah, definitely a good strategy call on your part. You got any teammates in here with you, like that are helping you out, getting set up for week after week, or is it just you?
Oh, I mean, there's a group of us. We're all friends, but no, I'm not. I don't really have a team per se. We're just the 18. Everybody hating on the 18 out there. We're kind of by ourselves on an island, but that's all right.
Well, people don't like what they don't understand. So,
That's right.
Adam, you got anything for our third place finisher here?
Man, dude, that was one heck of a battle right there at the end. Uh, yeah, he just kept pinching you down there for the last 5 or 6 laps. You just had no run on that exit.
And I'm gonna tell you what, I would have had something for Matthew if I could have just got by. I mean, as you see, we were
Yeah.
still right there with Matthew running side by side.
Well,
I was just,
you were running faster lap times than the 29. You just had no exit.
yeah, I don't want to clear myself. We're keeping it clean here, and I
That's
mean,
right.
props to him. He did what he had to do to hold that position, and I mean, I would have done the same if I was
That's
in his
right.
spot too.
Yep, racing for points. But yeah, Matt, that's all he wanted to see.
2 weeks in a row. Well, last week, good finish for you. This week, good finish for you. Next week, they go to Richmond. How do you feel about that?
Oh, we like Richmond. Let's get on the brakes, boys. Let's get off the gas. Let's get on the brakes and see what you guys are made of.
That's right.
That's right.
That those short tracks really separate these racers from each other.
I'm telling you.
So it'll be fun to watch, man. Well, we look forward to seeing you next week, and well, Thursday night actually for the Gen 4 series.
Yeah, we'll be back in Gen 4 Thursday night.
So, any shout outs for you before we send you off?
Oh, we got to do the typical. We got to thank, of course, you guys there at ZeroX calling these races, doing a great job, getting better every week. I mean, we see the progression. We're loving it. We got to thank H&W Wraps coming on board here with the Outcast and wrapping these cars, making them look clean. And Georgia Mountain Fairgrounds, go do a little vacation, sip some wine, listen to music, ride some rides, whatever they do a bunch of stuff. But yeah, that's about it.
Awesome, man. Well, we really appreciate you, and thanks again for having us. And congratulations on your third place finish, and we'll see you Thursday night.
Thank you, sirs. Have a good night.
You too.
You too.
There you go, Eric Johnson, your third place finisher of the night. Man, what a show that these guys put on tonight. Second place here. Let's see. Richard Mikey Kane. We will get him up here in the booth. Mr. Keen, Dustin and Adam in the booth. How's it going, brother?
I'm back in here again.
Again,
Wow.
2 weeks in a row. You might have to get tired of talking to us when this is all said and done.
No, you guys seem pretty reasonable. It's all right. I wish I could be the first one to talk to y'all, but it just seems I'm just out of reach, just right out of reach.
Just coming up short tonight, you had a heck of a battle there trying to go for the lead and also defend against old Eric Johnson there. Man, take us through those last laps and what was going through your mind.
Really, I was just trying to figure out exactly where I was going to get the best run on the 12 and also keep an eye on the 18 to make sure he didn't sneak up underneath me and putting dirty air on his nose as much as I possibly could to keep him back there. Unfortunately, that was my downfall too at the same time because having to defend that many times and move different lines and it ended up overworking my tires, and I made that last move on the last lap down to the inside and sent it in a little deep. And if I just had a little bit more tire, I could have got door to door with the 12 and really, really possibly could have forced him into a mistake. But that's racing.
Yeah, absolutely. And you had, good strategy call there at the end, got you out front to battle for that position. And it looks like some of these races are going to just come down to just that strategy call and where you're at the end of the race. So going into next week, it's Richmond. Eric Johnson seems to be excited about that. How do you feel about that track?
I'm pretty excited about it. It's kind of a flat track. I think I'll do a lot better there and probably have a chance to stay up front a lot more than I was this race. Um, the Toyota was fast. We were just off all day. Just couldn't really quite find enough speed to be up front and stay up front. We just had to take what was given to us and hopefully out strategize everybody to get up there. But I think Richmond will be a better turnout for us.
Yeah, it'll definitely separate the drivers who are used to running these 1.5 miles versus man, I want to say that track's less than a mile, isn't it?
Yes,
Yeah.
3/4.
Yeah, it's a short track.
Yeah, those are always fun to watch because you got to get hard on them brakes going into one, and then easy on the throttle coming off a 4 on that one. There, you're gonna get loose and go for a ride.
Yep. And I'm gonna be there for it. That's for sure. Maybe we'll get to talk to each other again and talk about how that race went too.
Oh yeah. Well, we asked you last week, and I'll ask you again. Sponsors, shout outs. It's all yours, man.
Yeah, I just want to give a big shout out to Ryder Integrated Logistics and Toyota and all of their suppliers. This is a partner truck that we ran today that features all of the suppliers that help Toyota go around, and also Toyota Gazoo Racing as well. And also a big shout out to my buddy Drew, who helped put this paint together. Our paints, he's running one that's similar. He's just in a 21.
Seen a lot of similar paints out there tonight. I thought there was 3 of those trucks out there that looked similar. 2021, and then yours maybe.
Well, the 20 was running an Atlanta Kevin Harvick throwback, so with a pink number, that's what he was running. It's just a good wrench truck.
I got you.
Yeah. So, but yeah, it looks pretty close to ours, but I think ours looks a little bit better.
Definitely look good, and when you look good, you go fast. So it seemed to help you out tonight.
Yeah, that's it. I was driving elbows out. It was a big sweat there for a little bit. I lost track of the laps. It felt like those last 5 laps were taking forever.
Yeah, I mean, my heart was racing up here. I had notifications on my watch, and I'm glad I wasn't out there.
Well, you guys take it easy, and I'll see you next weekend.
Yes, sir. You have a good night. We'll see you. There you go, folks. Your second place finisher, Richard Mikey Keene, in that 29 car, was in the booth with us last week. Joined us again this week. And now, last but not least, let me try to get everything set. Okay, that's not working. There we go. Now it's working. And we have Matthew Montgomery. You joined us in here last week for Victory Lane. You're in here again with Adam and I. Man, you're just always seem to find yourself in the right place at the right time, holding off 2 fast cars behind, or trucks behind you tonight. What was going through your mind there the last few laps?
I mean, the last restart, I got a decent jump, and then it was really just kind of watching the intervals, watching my mirror. I didn't want to push too hard because I knew I had a couple laps more on my tires than they did. Of course, I got real lucky when that caution came out, because if I would have been, really anywhere else on the track, there's a chance I'm a lap down, lucky dog, and have to go from the back. But I think I would have rotated back out to the lead once everybody else had pit and gone through that cycle. But caution was really lucky where that came out, because I was able to rotate to the front and then control the restart and control the rest of the race. But last few laps was just kind of managing what I had and protecting the outside, because from racing up front there at the beginning, when you get to the bottom, it's a little bit tighter. And so I was just kind of watching those guys. The more they battled side by side behind me, the more I knew I could be a little bit more careful. Obviously, you're still pushing 95%, trying to get as much out of as you can. But with this track, it's real tricky with the tires, because if you rip the high line, you got the right rear wearing out and the back end's kicking out. But if you try to stick it on the bottom, there's a chance you're scrubbing speed and getting tight and killing the right front. So I was trying to mix it up a little bit, but there at the end, just protecting the outside. And I saw when the 29 got a run, He dove it there on the inside. I just kind of waited until I felt him lift a little bit, knowing he was going to get tight, and then floored it and just had to run off. But I think with him in the 18, if either one of them get clear sooner and they're not battling each other as much, then there's a chance they would have gave me a run for my money, and I would have been in trouble. But a lot of it was just managing what I could behind me.
It was fun to watch, man. Again, so you've shown us what you got at the super speedways, putting it in victory lane. You showed it tonight, putting it in victory lane again here on 1.5 miles. Next week, we're less than a mile, short track next week at Richmond. What do you got for us next week?
I'll be happy with the top 10 next week. I'd struggle at short tracks, and I'll put in a few laps and see if I can't get comfortable. But never been great at them. Most of my wins typically come at 1.5 to 2 mile tracks, and sometimes the super speedways you get lucky. But if I'm up here talking to you guys again next week, then I don't know what to tell you, because it definitely won't come easy next week for sure. Because like I said, short tracks, I'm decent. I'm not going to be looking around the back or anything, but I don't see myself being anywhere near the front at Richmond.
Right on. Adam, do you got anything for our winner tonight?
Yeah, man, phenomenal job. Great pitch strategy all night. Put you way up front. You're known in the booth now as back-to-back Matt. So we expect a good finish from you next week.
Yeah. Samuel Bridges in the chat gave you that nickname, by the way.
I'll take it. I love Sam. He's a good dude. Hell, practically family, but whatever nickname he gives me, I'll let it stick. I'll let him get away with it.
Oh, that one's sticking. You're not getting away from it now.
Yeah, his nickname's a lot better though, man. We call him Thick and Quick. So
Thick and Quick.
Yeah. So he's got me beat the nickname department, but like I said, back to back's fun. I mean, I don't usually win a whole lot of these things, so winning 2 in a row, let alone 2 just a whole season is awesome. So like I said, it's fun to be a part of this, with it being the inaugural season, and these guys are putting on really good show, and it's fun. Like I said, for Atlanta, I mean, I know we had some cautions early and we had that one late, but for the most part, it feels really, really clean and but also really competitive. So it's fun to be a part of that. It's not a caution fest, and it's not a mess, and it's going really well.
Yeah, looking good out there. Before we let you go, now it's your chance for your sponsors and your shout outs of the night. The floor is yours, sir.
All right. Well, same as last week, West Texas Pepper Traders. Like I said, if you can't catch them at your local HEB, catch them on peppertraders.com. You can check the back of my truck, get you the website. I-45, ink and piercings or tattoo and piercings down there in Houston. Hit up Big Johnny if you're in the Houston area, wanting some tattoos. He'll make you look really good. And then, shout out to, obviously my beautiful wife for putting up with me doing all this stuff. And then, Sam Jordan, my teammate. So obviously Sam Bridges, my teammate Jordan Bridges, his brother, saw him get murdered in cold blood in front of me, shed a tear. His luck has not been great, but I'm hoping he does better. And then also shout out to the 77 and the 22. We were in a channel together. I don't think we're a full-fledged team, but maybe something down the line. I don't know. But there's some really good dudes, and they're fun to talk to while the race is going on. And then shout out to Jamil, Johnny, Matt, Don, other Jordan. There's a bunch of people. Other Jordan, Dwarzik, and John Freeman, all those dudes. But that and Dark Ace Digital for making a really, really slick looking paint scheme. But and obviously you guys for putting a show on in the booth, and Outcast just as a whole for putting these things on.
Well said, sir. We appreciate it, and we'll send you off and wish you a great night, and we look forward to seeing you next week.
Awesome, man. Appreciate it.
All right, take care.
All right, you too.
There you go, your winner, folks. Matthew Montgomery, 2 weeks in a row, a.k.a. back-to-back Matt. Now, Adam, let's take a look and see what we have for our race results of this evening. Matthew Montgomery is going to be your winner. Richard Keene in second. Eric Johnson in third. Brian Welchel in fourth. Brandon Brock in fifth. Travis Wright in sixth. Joshua Yarbrough, he's in seventh. Eighth goes to Brian Zemer. Ninth, Grayson McKee. 10th is Anthony Bennett. Lewis Park in 11th. Zachary Tyler in 12th. Terry Litweiler in 13th. Joe Brennan 14th. Jason Kinzer in 15th. Ronnie Welchel in 16th. Rob Hartley 17th. Cale Peterson in 18th. Trenton Johnson 19th. Britt Osborne 20th. 21st goes to Drew Kuhn. Mark Kazin 22nd. Michael Stevens in 23rd. Jamie Fox Bolton in 24th. Tim Fillmore in 25th. Jordan Bridges 26th. Charles Wilson 27th. And Ronnie Hurst in 28th. What do you got for the folks, Adam?
Man, let me give a shout out
Yeah.
to my smoking hot wife. She's not in here co-piloting, but I'm sure she's somewhere in the house watching. But also let me give a shout out to Dustin Rogerson on the awesome jobs he does for broadcasting, and the leader of our team, ZeroX Media Design.
I do what I can.
So, yeah, that's all I got, man. Good job.
Well, I appreciate it, man. It's always fun having you in the booth. We got a few more chats to go over before we get out of here. Brandon Brock says, good race, guys. Mad at myself for getting into the wall on the restart. That high line was working for him. And then Jimmy Hippie says, love you, Matt. And congrats back-to-back, Matt. Jennifer in there says, present. Laughy face. Thanks, Jennifer, for watching. Appreciate you each and every week. And, yeah, shout out to all the sponsors. Again, one more time. We have H&W Wrap Designs for them. Georgia Mountain Fairgrounds, www.georgiamountainfairgrounds.com. I forgot to say H&W Wrap Designs. Follow them on TikTok at H&W Wrap Designs. And then also, last but not least, Outcast Motorsports for putting this on for these drivers. And a big shout out to all the drivers for putting on a show for us tonight. Without you guys, we got nothing to call. So thank you so much for that. And I will shout out also all my backing, man. I got a lot of support. Not with just, and all the people in the chat too. All you guys out there supporting us and coming in here each week, hitting that subscription button. It's free, and dropping the comments. Thank you so much. That helps us out a lot. But yeah, all my supporters, my fiance, my daughter, all my teammates, I don't really get to race as much as I'd like to with them because I'm up here in the booth doing these things, but I don't mind it at all. That being said, next week we're going to Richmond here in the truck series, but you can join us again right here, ZeroX Media on YouTube, Thursday night, for the Gen 4 series, the Outcast Gen 4 series. We're going to go live at 7:50 p.m. Central, 8:50 Eastern, and we'll see what these guys got in the Gen 4s, a tougher car on the same track. Until next time, everybody, y'all take care, and we'll see you here Thursday night.